Hello Gemini, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your reading for September 16th through the 30th. Today we'll be pulling a few cards for your overall energy. I'll take a look at your energies, the energies connected to you, and how those mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Gemini collective. Do keep in mind these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like additional context and texture, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node readings, and that will help put all the puzzle pieces together. Now, if you're interested in a personal reading, connecting on social media, or making donations, I have all the important links in the description below. Be sure to check those out. Be sure to connect with me on social media. Blazer the Morkie is not in today because he was acting up, so he's out with the others right now so that we can actually get through your reading. And I will have to say, Gemini, I had to restart your reading like 3 or 4 times, so I don't know what's going on with your energies here, but we're about to get into it and find out. It was like back and forth, and then I just kept saying things wrong, and I would pull cards out, and then like everything would mess up, and I had to start over. Very interesting. So I don't know if a lot of you were going through resets or just some tumultuous times, but let's see what's going on, Gemini. This is a card from the Herbcrafter's Tarot that we're going to look at here, and then I'm going to get you a message here. And these are just little message cards that I created and I wrote down neat things on. You got the 5 of Earth, which is the 5 of Pentacles, slippery elm. Slippery elm. And yeah, I kind of feel like things are like moving for you. It's like, but maybe they're moving in a way that you're not quite comfortable with. You could also be dealing with someone who's kind of sly and like a slippery snake, you know. You do get the message, seize the day. So make the most and the best of your days during this time. Very interesting. It does feel like you have some trickster energy around you or within you that you're working with. For your side, you get the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're not quite feeling right about something, Gemini. Something is making you feel off. And it's making you feel maybe trapped in. You may feel, and some of you recently may have gone through something where somebody really condemned or attacked you, made you feel bad. It kind of put your energies off. You feel a bit out of balance to me, or out of your element. And then here you are trying to figure out what the heck is going on. You may feel like you had the rug pulled out from under you, or a secret has been revealed to you, or something like that. On their side, they get the Strength card, the Sun card, and the Tower. Yeah, it could be you and this person going through some big upheaval or change together. In the middle, you have the 8 of Cups, though, and the Moon, and the connection. Some of you are going through a shakeup in your relationship with this person, or a breakup. And boy, it's hitting you both. You very are much in the emotionality of it right now. They're being called to like address some bigger issues within themselves. But let's see what's going on. This could be a shakeup or a breakup. But we got that Carpe Diem for you. Seize the day. This may be an opportunity through this getting kind of out of balance and feeling off kilter, or feeling like I said, something shocking has happened. There may be something in it for you, Gemini, here. There may be something bigger coming. For the 5 of Cups, you get the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Yes, something came at you. Someone made a decision. And I don't know if this person picked somebody else, or they put somebody else over you. I can't even see super clearly if this is romantic. I just see a walking away, a separation of the love, and a lot of shadow energy in the middle of you two. And you got the 4 of Swords. That's promising to me, because that means that you're working on healing this energy. To me, for some people, this feels like maybe like you were kind of hoodwinked or enchanted by someone, and then they just pulled the rug out from under you. You found out that their real self, you found out they were like a liar or a cheat or a fraud. For the 4, some of you could have gone through a fraud situation. If you're going through something with this person, maybe you guys went through like having to deal with like identity theft or fraud or something like that. For the 4 of Cups here on your side, you get the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Oh boy, yeah, you're just having a really hard time with this, like to the point, Gemini, where it feels like for some of you, it's hard to be present in your life because of the hurt feelings here and the disappointment and the just inability to see what your next step should be. You're having a really hard time determining what should be my next step. You've accepted that there's healing involved here, but seize the day? No, I don't feel that yet in your energies here. Something feels like it could be an accident. This could have been like a car accident for some of you. I hope not, my goodness, but things can happen so fast. Let's look at this Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit better, Gemini. Even if you're not quite seeing the next step yet, I feel like you have opened up the curiosity. And there is something here for you about deepening your trust in your like clairaudience and clairsentience, that being able to hear things clearly, be able to know things maybe even before they happen, maybe like a premonition kind of energy coming in. You're opening up to that. Something about your awarenesses and your senses is getting opened up by this whole experience. And it's going to bring you like treasures beyond your wildest dreams. So even though you feel like, I don't know what the next step is, you are opening up to curiosity. You are watching for signs. For some of you, I want you to watch for cardinals and bluebirds, finches, birds, definitely. If you have a bird feeder, make sure you're keeping it well stocked and looking at the birds and interacting with them. For some of you, possibly your dog or wolf energy is important. All right, let's look at this person connected to you, Gemini. This is just this energy. Like I said, I had to restart the reading multiple times. For the Strength card on their side, they got the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. They already have the Tower here once. I mean, you, yes, gave me the sense like the rug was pulled out from under you. For them, it's like their whole world is coming crashing down. They're having a hard time being strong and rolling with the change that is needed here. Whatever this is for them, it's massive. These are 3 major arcana cards all together, and so far all they've given me is major arcana. This person is going through possibly like a dark night of the soul type situation, possibly what some people would term a come to Jesus kind. This could be a Saturn return. Something is hitting this person on massive, massive levels, really hard. It almost has the energy of like an earthquake or like just total destruction. But we know when things energetically are destroyed and break down, that gives way to the new. For whatever this is, I feel like whatever has impacted you, if it impacted both of you, it has impacted them much more strongly than you. Maybe you by default of being connected to them. And for you, maybe it's like, how do I help this person? How do I approach them? How do I approach this? How do I do this? Maybe this is something tragic that has happened to somebody you were once connected to and you just feel really bad for the situation, like an old friend who lost a parent or something like that, and you knew the parent really well and you remember them from childhood and things like that. It could be that kind of a situation. For the Sun, they get the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. They're going to be able to make some movement here by focusing on maybe a happy memory or a happier time. They are going to be able to grasp onto something and start to build again. Definitely for them, it's this energy of having to rebuild after total devastation. It's interesting, this came up in one other reading too, but for some of you, you could have a loved one or someone close to you that went through like a natural disaster type situation, a shakeup of that degree. And I mean, there's a part of me that just hopes it was like, because I'm thinking of like the hurricanes in Florida that in the past, you know, I'm thinking of a past natural disaster or a wildfire or something like that, but there's all kinds of things like mudslides and, you know, like I said, this could have been like a car accident and someone's in the hospital, you know, this kind of thing. I mean, I really hope not. I don't want it to be something that's coming, but definitely if those things have happened recently, that's what's going on and affecting this. This could be a job loss too. For others, it could be, you know, more of a financial. This could be a job loss because this person has the pentacles and I see them maybe building back. So maybe you are connected to this person and, you know, or it's somebody you want to give to somehow, you want to help them. Let's look at this other tower they have, the Chariot and the Hierophant. Yes, this whole thing that they're going through is supposed to really reconnect this person back in with themselves in the most profound spiritual and intuitive way. Something about the way that they have been moving, and maybe they were moving fraudulently or not aligned with their true nature. This could be a big karmic pattern that has been released, the energy of which has been released. And they're paying a debt of some kind. For some people, this may be someone you know who got arrested and is going to jail. It could be an adult child or someone who's just made a poor decision. But this is all meant to return them back to their spiritual essence and their intuition. Now you guys do have this Eight of Cups in the middle, which is a turning away from love. So let's see what that is here. It can also mean a rebirth, though, another chance, a new beginning out of something difficult. Your side is the Four of Cups, their side is the Nine of Swords. This person knows that whatever they did, it, you know, affected the relationship and possibly hurt you. They do have remorse and guilt about whatever has happened here, or it's that kind of feeling where if it was like a natural disaster that was truly out of their control, they just wish they would have maybe listened to their intuition or their instincts, or not been somewhere, or not been in a certain situation and removed themselves from a situation. It's that kind of thing that they're dealing with, some sort of regret energy there, guilt maybe. You're bringing the Four of Cups. You're turning away from the walking away from this. So, but you're also, again, you're showing me of like, I don't know what the next step is here. I don't know how to come. And this reinforces what I said. You don't know how to move toward this person. You could feel like a older soul kind of connection with this person, like a past life connection, and this could be an energy that maybe has repeated itself. To me, it looks like they are the ones going through the big lesson, and you're a character in that, you know, somehow. There's some sort of connection here to that. For the Moon, you get the Five of Cups, they get the Ace of Cups. You're kind of showing me an energy, you know, you have a lot of Cups energy here. You have a lot of feeling that you're ready to let go the trauma and the drama of whatever has happened here. Your focus is more on the healing process and how do we fill back up these cups? How do we repair this? We do have the Moon in the middle, so I think all of this right now is elusive to you. It's even elusive to me at this point. They do show me the Ace of Cups though, so I think between the Ace and the Five here, there's some movement happening. It's just that right now, I think they need a lot of aid in some way. You know, we are in the Northern Hemisphere and Southern, no matter what the season, we're coming up on some of the holidays with which we're a little more gracious in giving and giving of our time and giving of our energy. So this could be you seizing the day by doing some volunteer work for people who have come on really hard times. You may not always know what to specifically do, but sometimes you can help out in a more general way with your time, with your money, with your intentions. So this could be, you know, if someone you know, maybe they're far away from you, don't have the ability to help them immediately, but you could find someone in your local community that you could help or give to, and seems like you have this generosity that you want to put forward. But this is tricky. Like I said, I'll say it again, at the very beginning of your reading, I had a lot of trouble starting the reading. And I think that's because there's still a lot in motion here. Things aren't quite settled. This is fresh. Whatever has happened feels fresh, or, you know, not as far in the past, like this year fresh if it was something big, like losing a home or a car or a person in your life, you know. Again, the bigger impact seems to be on the person you're dealing with here. And you seem to be trying to figure out how can you best support? How can you best support? And you're opening yourself up for that curiosity and for those signs. Interesting reading, Gemini. Let's pull you a card from the Rose Oracle to close it off today. Gemini, you got the card Sub Rosa, Hidden in Plain Sight, Mysteries, Learning and Teaching. The rose has been a symbol of secrecy for millennia. The ancient Romans used rose garlands on special occasions, and these were hung above important meeting places. The conversations that took place beneath were considered sub rosa, or under the rose. It was understood that things said under the rose would be kept secret and not repeated. There's also an image of the ancient god Horus sitting with a rose and holding his finger to his lips, symbolizing silence about the deep mysteries. So I'm wondering for you, Gemini, based on your reading, if you know someone who has gone through something quite tragic, or there's been like a fraud situation, there may be things you know about that you can't talk about, and that may be why it was so hard to start your reading today, and there's these elusive, in motion kind of energies. It definitely feels like there is the motivation to make the most of something kind of tragic that has happened. You seem to be focused on it. They seem to have gone through it, like the depths of it. So, Gemini, very interesting. If this resonated with you, I mean, I know there's some silence aspects going on, but be sure to drop me a comment. You could just say it resonated, or you know what this is. Very, very interesting reading, though. Thank you so much for joining. Can't wait to see you next time.